Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mel and Wally Show. I'm Mel.
Bonjour, I'm Wally.
On this podcast, we talk about whatever the hell we want.
Because we can. Please enjoy, subscribe, like, and follow. Do all the things.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Bonjour.
I'm Mel.
I'm Wally.
And today's show, we have our favorite all-time movies.
Yes, this is going to be a really fun episode, I think. Because I love watching movies and TV shows.
Yes, I know.
And, I haven't seen a lot of
He has basically seen no movie.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, maybe with Hollywood. But I grew up with Bollywood, so I've seen a lot of Bollywood movies in my life.
Yes.
So, and I'm catching up, or starting to.
Sure. Sure, Wally.
Cut back to episode whatever it was when I didn't know any of the people you were talking about them Mary F. Kill.
Yeah. In anything. That was horror movie though. I don't expect you to know a horror movie.
No? I like horror movies. I just get scared very easily.
Yes. I don't really expect you to know those. Like, I do expect you to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about, like, I don't know, like The Princess Bride.
That I've seen.
I know, because I made you watch it.
That's not true. I watched it in school.
This is also true, because it's like the perfect whatever, like,
It follows
program it's supposed to, so it's a great example.
Yes, it follows the script writing technique that most people use in the succession. Like, all the steps are followed in the way that they're supposed to be. So it's great to as an introductory to writing.
It's just a great movie.
No, it is. I'm not saying that at all. Oop. Just knocking everything over. But yeah, it's a great movie. Do agree.
Yeah. That's there are so many movies.
Has that guy that's in Gossip Girl in a couple episodes, which I think is hilarious.
What?
Inconceivable. That guy is also in Gossip Girl as someone's stepdad.
Cyrus.
Yes. I can't remember his name in either.
Cyrus is Blair's stepdad. He plays Vincini in The Princess Bride.
It's been a while since I've seen either of those things, but it is probably one of my maybe not one of my favorite, but it is a really good movie.
Princess Bride is definitely up there for me.
One of my favorite movies with Hollywood, especially at least, would probably be Titanic.
Okay.
Which I think makes sense if you know me, just because I love drama and crying. And that movie makes me cry a lot.
I've never cried in that movie.
What?
Yeah, I've never cried in that movie.
I definitely did. It's just he would have fit, Rose. He would have fit.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that he would have fit.
Just I will never let go, and then you let go. That's not cool.
My friend Teeman
Anyway.
and I, we go Jack, I'm dying, Jack. Just out of nowhere, we'll look at each other.
It's a really good movie, and I also think that that's great because that's how they became best friends in real life, because that's when they met. They're best friends now, and it's just cute. Every time they're on stage accepting an award, and they look at each other and thank each other, and it's really cute.
All seen the pictures.
I know. That's also probably one of the first Hollywood movies that I watched, so maybe that's why it has a special place in my heart too.
That I can accept.
What about you? What is one of your favorite movies?
My favorite movies, I love LA Confidential.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I really love Braveheart.
I think you made me watch that one, and I do like it a lot. Did I fall asleep?
I really don't think that I made you watch.
You did.
Braveheart.
You really did.
With Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Like a 3-hour movie.
Yes. I don't know if we finished it, or if I fell asleep, or if I did finish it, but we definitely started it at one point.
I don't remember this.
This was maybe a while ago.
It was a very long time ago. Yeah. One of my favorite movies.
Before pregnancy and mom brain.
That I would remember if that was factoring in, like, on anything right now. What do I love? I love The Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
I love Goonies.
That one also made me watch.
Yes, I love Goonies. Goonies, Princess Bride.
Goonies is a good one too.
There's so many.
One of my favorites that you've also made me watch is Moulin Rouge.
See, I like that one. It's not one of my favorites.
Well, it's very much the genre that I would be into.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wally
bawled his eyes out.
I did.
Like, uncontrollable, just, like, weeping.
It was funny because you guys were, like, staring at me at one point, not even watching the movie.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, so focused into the movie that I couldn't handle it. It was so good. I mean, maybe it was one of those movies where, like, if I watch it again, it won't be as impactful. I'm sure I'll probably still cry. But it was still a really good movie. And I don't know Nicole Kidman was that good. Because I feel like I haven't really seen her in anything that, like, she's been, like, amazing in other than that.
What have you seen her in?
Probably nothing else.
I haven't seen anything. What else are you basing this opinion on?
Nothing I can think of right now, especially. Oh God, what is that? There is a movie that she was in that I did not like, and I can't remember the name of it right now. But so I guess that was my only other thing to compare it to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to help you there.
I know.
Ooh, I also love A Time to Kill.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Love A Time to Kill. You should watch it.
Mm-hmm. Is it gonna make me cry?
Oh, quite possibly. It's where my love for Matthew McConaughey started. And I think I was, like, 12.
Oh my God.
Or something the first time that I saw it.
That's so funny.
So, I've loved him for a very, very long time. It still stands true. He's, like, my favorite. I think he's so hot.
How much older is he than you?
He is, I think he's the same as you and I.
Oh, age-wise? Like,
Difference.
Gotcha. I was like, what? I was like, we're not the same age. I was so confused for a sec. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, 12 years?
Yeah, his wife is the same age as I am.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So you could have been his wife.
It wasn't out of the realm of possibility. I don't want to go and break up their family now. So I'll just stay here.
Or yours.
You know. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that first.
She talks about Matthew McConaughey, forgets she has a family and kids.
I am a good mom and partner.
Hey, if we start talking about Ryan Reynolds and Tom Hardy, I would also forget about anyone in my life. So I don't blame you.
That's another movie that I really, really like.
Which one?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, that's a good one.
Crazy Stupid Love is just like a fun.
That's a really good.
It's a fun
stupid movie, as the name
it's
suggests.
It's not.
It's like stupid in like a. It's like in like a. It's not like it's gonna change your life in the sense of like, you know, I don't know.
No, it's one of those romantic comedies that kind of is like a bittersweet ending, like you don't know what's gonna happen, so it's a little bit more realistic. I like those ones that are like more true to life.
Right. I hate Hollywood like happy endings a lot of the times.
I don't mind them. Wedding Crashers.
So funny.
I love Wedding Crashers.
So
oh
funny.
My God, Vince Vaughn in that movie.
I feel like everyone in that movie, in my opinion, is amazing.
Isla Fisher.
Oh my God, she's hilarious.
I love her.
That's the one where she does this thing in the scene right during the dinner.
Yes, she gives a hand job under the table.
To Owen or Vince? I can't remember to Vince. Who's Owen's love
Rachel
interest?
McAdams.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh, now so now I'm just like all of these things. If anybody has not seen About Time.
Oh my God. Yeah. People rave about The Notebook, which is good and all, but About Time I think is way better. I love About Time.
It's so sad.
It is really sad. But yeah,
I don't know.
so good.
Are you talking about the same movie as me?
Yes. I'm not talking about In Time. I'm talking about
Okay.
About Time.
I'm asking because there's been like a confusion over those two movies.
We've definitely talked about those before. That's why I remember specifically.
Oh.
And you said Rachel McAdams, and Rachel McAdams is not in Time.
But yeah, About Time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
First, it's not by Nicholas Sparks.
No, I don't think so.
For a second there, because you compared it to The Notebook, I was like,
No, I was just saying in terms of Rachel McAdams, people like always rave about the Notebook, and I'm like, yeah, I think About Time is way better in my opinion.
I love The Notebook.
I do too. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I think About Time is better.
It's a completely different.
It is
type of story. I think that About Time is more. It's not really a love story at all. It's like, well, it's like a love story between like a father or like a family.
Yeah.
And the main male character, rather than like your traditional love story.
Yeah. No, I love The Notebook too. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like About Time, and to me, is a better movie in general.
About Time, it just like rips my heart out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So good. Love it.
And then what else do I love? Hollywood-wise, I'm trying to think of all the Hollywood movies that I've seen in my life. If you're talking about like something like stupid that's so funny and like dumb, Mean Girls is such a classic.
Yes.
And it's so good. Like
it's not one of my favorites. I'm in the minority there. I'm like,
really?
It's okay.
You were
okay.
You were in the house where they shot that.
Yeah. many times.
No, I think it's just like it was one of my first like teen, movies that I watched. And then I watched Clueless after that, and then I watched Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker is not good.
No, it's so dumb. And then what's that other one?
I don't know.
Ridgemont High? Is that?
Oh, Fast Times?
Fast Times.
You have seen Fast Times.
I've seen Fast Times.
I'm proud of you. Wow.
I have not seen The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of all the... Pretty in Pink? Is that also a teen movie?
That's one. Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, and John Cryer, and who's the other guy? I have no idea. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of all the like teen movies. Yeah, those are good ones. I think Mean Girls out of all of those is probably my favorite. And Clueless.
Clueless, I would say, is my favorite out of those ones that you mentioned.
I'm really
not
good.
a big fan of any of the like Rat Pack or Brat Pack. I don't know what they were called. It was like a play on the. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. No, it was. I think it was a play on the Rat Pack. So maybe they're the Brat Pack.
Like with like the rich girls or whatever. Is that what you mean?
No, like Molly Ringwald and Emilio Estevez.
Oh, I see.
Like all
Breakfast
of those.
Club. Yeah.
All of those teenagers that were in those movies.
I gotcha.
At that time, they were called, I think, the Brat Pack. And then the Rat Pack was like Frank Sinatra and all of those guys, like way back in the day. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, the Brat Pack.
There we go.
Okay, I didn't know that was a.
Yeah, see, this I like very loosely knew because it was before.
Rat Pack was
like
a musical
little
group.
bit before my time.
Right.
So these are like movies that I like have chosen to watch now. Yeah, so they're okay, but I don't really like fully identify with any of those ones. I'm more like Goonies and stuff like that.
No, Clueless is probably one of. I have a thing in my room that says "ugh" as if. Because I thought it was hilarious when I saw that, and I was like, I need this in my room. It's rose gold as well, so of course I had to have it. One of my favorite movies that most people would probably not expect is Mildred Pierce. It's a really old movie. It's black and white. Which tells you how old it is. It's really good. It's
some new movies are black and white. Wally.
Well, yes, but this was at the time when everything was black and white.
Yes.
Like even real life was black and white.
There's a movie about that too.
Anyways, with Joan Crawford.
Okay.
And it's like a film noir, and it's like a femme fatale.
Oh, have I seen Mildred Pierce?
It's so good. She like kills her husband. Spoiler alert.
I have seen this.
It's so good.
I have seen this.
I watched it for a film studies class, and I think I dropped it after watching. I just like was too busy or whatever, and it was like at the time where I didn't even need the elective because I had gone to culinary school. I was just taking it just for fun. Anyway, not that you need to know all this story, but anyway, I like
everybody needs to know it, Wally.
But like that was like I was like I'm glad I was in this just for this at least because it was such a good movie. Especially I feel like for like in my mind for its time it was like very ahead of its time. But yeah, it was so good.
I think I just recently, like within the last year, watched it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again because it's just I was like how like this is amazing. Like everything, like the storyline, the acting, the way it was shot. I'm like this is in my mind because I'm not well versed in all the movies that were made back in that time. Like it just felt so modern. And I was like, this is so good. Anyway, and I also love the hair and makeup and fashion of all that time.
Yes.
So that was another addition.
Beautiful. Anyone out there that has children, you are in luck.
What's happening? I don't have a child personally, but I live with a child.
Well, M&P is starting the content for the children's theater.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Yes, we are going to be starting it off with a fairy tale theater piece called
What's it called?
New Traditions.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
Great. It is. It has princes and princesses, dragons.
That's exciting. Kids love dragons.
I know, especially mine.
Yes, they do.
And a new tradition, which I won't spoil for you.
Ooh, that sounds mysterious. Makes me want to tune in.
It's going to be great. We're also going to be coming in with more story times and a special circle time where we will be singing songs.
Yes.
And reading short stories.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
For all of your littlest kids out there.
All the teeny weeny ones. And for the little kid inside of you.
So all of these will be video so that your kids have something to watch. And I can't wait to share it all with you.
It's going to be so fun. We're excited. So please tune in.
I'm extremely excited. Oh, and I have a special treat. We are also going to be introducing a mini Shakespeare.
Ooh.
I know how
fun.
difficult it can be to have kids get into Shakespeare. Well, teens get into Shakespeare. So we are going to be introducing it in a fun and easy way.
To digest?
Yeah.
That's fun. So please follow the M&P YouTube channel, as these will all be in video form.
Yes, they
so
will.
You need to make sure that you're subscribed and that you keep your eye out for that.
We can't wait to have you.
Yes.
Right? And all of your little ones. There's something for everybody on M&P.
Good. Do you have any like older movies that you really enjoy?
Yeah. Maltese Falcon.
Okay.
Love that. His Girl Friday.
Okay.
Like, everybody would add Casablanca on to their list, I feel. It's not up there for me. Like, it's a good movie, but it wouldn't make, like, a top 10 list for me ever.
I don't think I might have seen that one in one of
But
my
then
other film classes, but I don't remember.
The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The Sound of Music.
That I've also seen. Yeah, it's good. I prefer The Wizard of Oz.
I love The Sound of Music. It was like, for the longest time, if I was sick home from school, it was my like go-to sick movie. I would just like lie on the couch all day long, and I would watch Braveheart. I would watch The Sound of Music.
Would you ever want to be in it?
The Sound of Music?
As Julie Andrews' character?
Probably not.
No? I feel like it'd be fun to see you like make that your own. Because it'd be so different.
I don't know. I would 100% do Grease.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I love Grease.
Grease is a really good one.
I do love Grease.
Grease 2 we don't talk about, but Grease 2.
I don't mind Grease 2.
It's fine. It's just like
I'm fine with Grease too. I like both of them. I think I own both of them. Or if like I don't have them now, I did own them both of them.
It's not as bad as Mean Girls 2.
I didn't even know there was a Mean Girls.
Oh, it's literally the only recurring character is the principal, and it's just not good at all. Anyway, yeah, Grease is a really good one. We did that in high school.
Yeah. As
a play, and I was Eugene Florzik, the nerd.
Mm-hmm. I was Rizzo.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was Rizzo. I did it a few times. I was Rizzo and I was Sandy.
Ooh, which one did you like more?
Rizzo.
I thought 100%.
So.
I thought so. Oh my god, did you did this when you were in high school?
High school and just after high school, I think.
Like in a theater and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. We our high school was a bunch of prudes because they faked all the makeout scenes, and it just didn't look good. I say this as someone who was also a prude in high school, yes. But
well, there's nothing wrong with being a prude. Or
no, it wasn't even
like not even saying prude is.
Okay, that's true. That's like the same lane as slut shaming someone. It's not okay. But at the same time, I was like, it wasn't even the people that were in the show that had a problem with the kissing. The teachers didn't want it to happen. I'm like, you chose Grease, and we all know
gone with something else.
We all know what Grease is about.
Yes.
So if you didn't want everyone to be be too risque, then don't choose Grease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was, I think, but anyway, it was still a fun show to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it was fun to that's another thing. I feel like not that I'm typecast, but I play a lot of people that get made fun of a lot during the show. It's like the comedic relief, even in the most dramatic moments, which happened in Grease a lot. I would come in and because I think in the play, the nerd's in it more than he is in the movie, so they I came in at one time when they were having a huge fight, and it's broke the whole tension, and that was just everyone making fun of me. One of the shows was really fun because my English teacher was sitting in the front row, and he's such a loud laugher, coming from a loud laugher, that it was so hard not to break at all. So that was fun. I was also at that time, because I'm a loud talker, the only person that didn't have a mic.
Yeah, I can see that.
They had a shortage of mics, so a lot of the chorus people that didn't have any lines didn't have mics. But,
well, yeah, you wouldn't need one.
Yeah, and then I was, I think, one of the only people that had lines that didn't have a mic, because I didn't need one.
Yeah, so well, also if you have enough people set up along the stage, it'll pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have me thinking about stage shows.
Oh my god.
It's
we need to do a musical at some point. I think it'd be so fun.
I totally want to.
I don't think I'd be able to be in it because I can't sing, but it would be fun
really
to be.
Can't.
No, I know, and I know that I can't. Unless it was a show about a bad singer, then that would be hilarious. But I could definitely help out.
100%.
with music or with not music at all, but with like hair and makeup and costumes and all that.
Yes.
So that'd be fun.
It would be a lot of fun.
One of my favorite, if anyone out here has seen Bollywood movies, one of my favorite Bollywood movies is Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, which literally translates to sometimes happy, sometimes sad.
Mm-hmm. I think you've told me about this one before.
It's a good one. A lot of like my favorite Bollywood movies are like, in a sense, like old school because they're very traditional of like family traditions and all that, and like trying to make everyone happy, and then like, but then like one of the sons or whatever does something quote unquote wrong, and now like they're being ostracized or whatever, and that's one of those where it's like about this really rich family, and one of the sons is like wants to marry this girl who's lower class, and the parents are, you know, well, the dad is not agreeing with it. He's like, you're gonna ruin our name, and he's like, I don't care, I'm in love with her, like why is it gonna ruin our name? And then you find out that he's actually adopted, so he's like, you're gonna ruin our name even more because now everyone's gonna find out that you're not a real son or whatever. So that's one of my favorite movies, and it's probably not one of the first movies that I saw, but one of the first movies that I remember because I was like old enough to fully understand what was happening.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. It's long, as most Bollywood movies are. I think that's probably one of the longest in like terms of quote unquote modern times because I think it was 2000 or something that it was made.
Okay.
But it's like, I think 3 hours and 10 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
But I think it's so good and so worth it. But some people might not.
I think it would just depend on if you were into Bollywood movies or not.
Or that storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There's definitely like newer ones that are like more modern. Like one's called Dostana, which means friendship, and it's a kind of loosely based on I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Okay.
They just like pretend to be gay to like get the apartment or whatever, and it caused so much like controversy that they were doing that.
Well, that's good.
But it was so, like, and it was also so like crazy to me that at the end they have a quote unquote kiss, but it's so fake, and you can tell it's fake. But people are like, "Oh my god, they kiss!" I'm like, "It's fake." First of all, calm down, and second of all, even if they did, who cares?
But it's the first time that it's happened in a Bollywood movie.
The fake, like the gay kiss or whatever.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that it happened in like a B or D film or whatever you call it, like not like a star film or
Okay.
But that wasn't the first time it happened with like main celebrities or whatever, like A-list celebrities. But it was like obviously fake still. So like I think it was great for what they were trying to do. Obviously it was still like a comedy, and there were two straight people playing fake
it's like
people.
a step.
Very much so.
Everything is like
right.
Building it forward. So like the next time that somebody makes a film like that, it'll go like a step further. Yeah. Hopefully.
I think the in the second one, because they're making a second one, and the two guy actors or the male actors, whatever, said that they do want to kiss for real, even though they're both straight, because they're like, who cares? And if in terms of storyline, it would make sense. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I do agree with that. I think it's also like taken it so long for it to get there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's good, but it's also like it shouldn't have taken this long. But you know, everything is happening, which is good.
Yes.
Another movie that I think is called Bombay Talkies. It's like a 4-part, and it's like 4 mini films in one.
Mm-hmm.
And each mini film was directed by a different director and had different cast and everything.
Okay.
And one of those was about this guy who was being kind of ostracized by his family because he came out as gay, and then he got involved with this guy who was married, but was interested in him, and they like kissed and did stuff, and then when he went to go see him at his job,
Like
even
sex stuff?
I can't remember if they had sex.
But like sexual.
Yeah. No, but I can't remember.
Like, stuff. I'm like, did they? What kind of stuff did they do?
Well, they just showed them kissing, and then like I think they started unbuttoning each other's shirts, and then it like went to a different scene.
Okay.
So you don't really know what happened, but we're assuming they did stuff and maybe potentially had sex. We don't know.
They did stuff.
But then anyway, so when the guy goes to like see him at his work, and he wasn't even like being weird or anything. The guy like freaked out and like beat him up and like whatever. So that was like it was obviously really sad. And I think, and then he got like, they both got a lot of backlash for it as well. And they were just like, why does it matter? Which I was like, that's amazing that they're like, or at least doing that. Also, I don't think if they really cared, they wouldn't have done the role. But they were both like, who cares? This is a character. And it's a story that needs to be told because it happens all the time.
Well, yeah, they're using their art to,
which is what you're supposed to do,
and like move things forward. Hopefully,
which I think
it's
that's
good.
what art is pretty much always supposed to be about.
Yeah, and I mean, like you don't want to push it too far because then, like, depending on who your audience is, you're gonna alienate. If you like push it too far and you alienate like the majority of people, then that's not gonna work.
No.
You need to do it, unfortunately, like little by little and kind of like get people ready.
Yeah,
prime
I guess.
Them.
Which is like kind of annoying, but I get why. I mean, I don't get why, but I can see that point. I'm just like, at this point, like, I like with what I do with my life, I'm like, I don't care. Like,
yeah.
If I'm wearing makeup, if I'm wearing a dress, like, it doesn't affect anyone else's life, and basically at all. So, if you don't want to do it because you identify as quote unquote a man or whatever, then don't do it. And same with the woman. Like, you don't, like, nothing really like, if you want to wear whatever clothes you're wearing, you do that. You present yourself however you want to present yourself, and I'm gonna, like, as long as we're both being respectful, and like, I'm not like wearing a crop top to work while I'm like, we're supposed to be, dress fancy and whatever. Like, that doesn't make sense, obviously, but I think as long as we're all respectful and all that, it's like, that's all that really needs to matter, and no one should be judged just because of little things like that.
No, but in the same token, it's a newer thing, so I think that there are going to be people who are going to notice it and take a little bit of a pause, even if they don't say anything. There might be like a little bit of like a longer look or a double take or something, because I think that it is relatively a newer concept to see.
Or at least to them, yeah, for sure.
Well, like, to see out on the street, like, more people. Mm-hmm. That is newer.
Yeah.
That's not newer to, like, just them. It's
No, that's true.
It's newer to pretty much everybody. So
I think it's also
I think that there are like a lot of people, and it's wonderful to see that there are a lot of people who are just like, yeah, it's nothing. This is fine. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that people that like do a double take or give like a weird look, I don't think that they're necessarily thinking anything bad about it. I think that it's just sort of like, oh, okay, wait.
Right. There. I think to me, I don't care about the double take or the long look or whatever. I just care when it's like a dirty look for a prolonged period of time. Or I can tell that you're judging or that you're treating someone differently because of something like that.
How do you know, though?
Well, for example, if I'm like the one time I went to work in drag last year, literally no one had a problem with it.
Yeah.
One table, like, they were being super, like, just weird. But then whenever someone, like, anyone else would go to their table, they were super talkative and like super nice, and they weren't mean to me, like at all. But they were just like quiet and unsure. And for all I know, maybe they were just like didn't want to make any comments or say something that was like rude. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. But it was just like, why does it really like just treat me the same way you're treating everyone else?
Yeah.
Because I'm bringing you food. Like that's all that's happening here.
Yeah. But like if they had said anything that you thought was even like a little bit offensive or could have been taken in the wrong way, then you could have gone back and like talked about them badly behind their backs, and they might not have wanted that either.
I guess, but it's also like I'm doing that now anyway because of.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, I know, and I like it, and I feel like whenever, like most of my friends, whenever we talk about this kind of stuff, it's good to like get everyone's perspective because we all have different thought processes. But
hey, Wally.
Hi.
Have you caught up with all of the M&P podcasts and radio dramas? Oh my god. Seriously? You are the worst.
I work 2 jobs. I'm busy. I film a sex talk show for MNP.
Wally.
What's going on?
This one.
Okay, so I'll listen to just my parts. What is this one about?
So, MNP just finished their 3-episode mini-series.
Oh, Macbeth.
Yes!
Yes, I remember recording this when I was like out of it for like 3 days. Yes, it was fun. I'm excited to listen to them.
It's actually amazing, and if you guys out there listening have not tuned in yet, you should go there right now. Check out the very first 3-part
miniseries
of Macbeth.
Yeah, and also, by the way, Melissa edited them all.
I did for the very first time ever.
So
you should be proud of me.
Big props to her. I'm sure it's going to be amazing once I hear it.
But go and check them out.
On MNP Podcasts, on podcast platforms, and on the Mortar and Pestle Productions YouTube channel.
They're all there. Subscribe, follow, do all of the things, but make sure that you are listening. Get a little bit of culture in your life.
Yes, Shakespeare is important.
And we make it fun.
Yes, and if you don't understand what they're saying, follow along with the spark notes or something.
I'm also very happy that we can now say Macbeth because we're not worried about the curse happening.
Yeah, and then like I had nails at one point last year, and pretty much no one had an issue with it except my boss, who was like, oh my god, what are people thinking? And like she was basically afraid of like it driving business away or something. And I was just like, why would this drive business away, first of all? And if it did, it's like, do we really want people here who are gonna judge people just for that little type of thing?
Well, that's a tricky thing to bring up, because if you had a business, you could very easily say, no, I don't want those people, but do you want your business to fail?
Right. But if
so that's like,
out of everyone that comes in, it's like one customer that has an issue with it.
No,
I would rather lose that customer, even as a business owner.
Yes, but I'm saying,
no,
like, if it was a thing where people were
right,
and then it could be a concern.
Yeah, and I think the other issue,
like, as horrible as that is.
No, for sure. And then the other time something similar kind of happened was we had the Pride flag out during Pride Month, and a customer like made a comment about it, saying like, "Oh, I don't understand" or whatever. And I said to I was like, "You're lucky I wasn't here, because I would have basically told him to leave." And the boss basically said, "Oh, I just didn't want to lose the customer." I'm like, she was a traveling customer who was getting one drink who's probably never going to come back here ever again, do you really need those $3? I'll give you $3. And it's like, to me, it's like, if it was a constant thing, I agree. Like, obviously, if it was like bothering so many people that it was driving business away, then I can see why you'd want to make sure that you're not doing, stuff like that to make everyone comfortable. But if it's one customer that's being a POS, then I would rather lose that customer and make sure that all of my staff is comfortable, and so that you don't have all these performative pride awards around your cafe when you don't actually stand up for the people that you say you support.
Yes.
That's like just not okay. And like maybe that's just me being too passionate or like taking it more to heart than I should, but it's just like, how do you have all these pride awards and not actually standing up for the LGBTQI community? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You don't deserve these awards if you're saying you're creating a safe space for LGBT people and you're not.
Yes.
Because that's not creating a safe space.
No, it's not.
And like,
she might not, like, I know that you have a lot of issues with this person too. She might not know how to address it or how to stand up when anybody does say something against it. She might not know the right things to say. She might not have the right tools to be able to do that. So she's just like completely uncomfortable doing it, which is not a great thing if you're a business owner. But again, playing devil's advocate.
No,
there
of course.
are reasons for some things.
No, I agree. And I think that, like, obviously, like, there's, those are just few instances. And I think when we do an episode later on this, I feel like we need to do a full detailed episode on what happened. But, like, it's just everything added on to each other makes it way worse.
Yes. No, I think my question was more like I forget what the original question was. This went off on a tangent.
Sorry, guys. But
no, but I think the original question was like, how do you know?
Right.
If it was just like a one-off experience with somebody, you don't necessarily know if they're just giving you a bad look or like the long, dirty,
right.
look, or if it's just like they're having a bad day, or if they're like they've got like a really, really serious RBF,
right?
And they're like staring off into space and it's not actually at you.
Okay, I see that. I think another example of the dirty look or whatever was I was getting this was the last pedicure that I got that I currently still have. And this one, and also if I can tell that you are looking at me dirtily with a mask on, that means you're really looking at me in a dirty way. But anyway, I was getting my toes like a pedicure and whatever, and I was getting color on them, which I don't think is a thing that's new. Like, it's not like I'm the first person to ever do that. That's quote unquote a man, like, it's just like it happens more often now, and like men get pedicure all the time. Also, at the time she was starting to give me dirty look, I hadn't even done color yet. So how do you even know? Like, I could just be getting a regular pedicure, and men are allowed to, like, whatever. Anyway, and
men are allowed to do whatever they want.
Well, I agree.
And women
obviously.
are allowed to do whatever
Anyone's allowed to do whatever they want.
As long as they're not hurting anybody.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so she kept staring at me, and like, it kind of had like a look of, like, it was like a dirty look, but also like kind of like disgust. I don't know how else to describe it. And it was just like, why do you care? And like, it wasn't a one-off.
She doesn't.
Okay, but the thing with when you were saying like maybe it was staring into space or maybe whatever, it wasn't a one-off because she kept looking.
No, I mean one day. One experience where it's like not just like passing by, where it's like you might be around somebody but they're just like
Maybe, but also it's like I'm just one of those people that I'm like, if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on others.
yes.
And especially like, I think nowadays everyone needs to be more aware of all of our biases and make sure that we're not making it worse for people to live their lives or harder for people to live their lives. So if you are having a bad day and you see someone who is doing something that maybe quote unquote might not be societally acceptable, then
I'm not saying that it was caused by that.
no, I know, but I'm saying if you are having a bad day and then you also see that, then try your best to make sure you're not going to make them feel more uncomfortable. Take your dirty look somewhere else if you're having a bad day. I don't know.
Yeah, but that look could have been to anybody.
But it wasn't, because I saw her looking at other people.
Okay.
And she was smiling.
Okay.
And that was my... I'm just like... It, like you said, if I'm not hurting anyone, I'm not going around murdering people, then why does it matter? It doesn't.
No,
but
it really doesn't.
Why do you... Like, I just don't understand why people have to go out of their way to make people feel uncomfortable and bad.
No, nobody should.
And like, I know, like, I sound like I'm obviously like what I'm trying to say is like this would have affected me way more a couple years ago than it did now. Obviously, it's still not okay, but if this was a couple years ago, I would have like gone home and cried about it, and like not have been comfortable in my own skin for way longer. Like, obviously, that's a journey, and that's gonna be a lifelong journey.
Yes.
But I feel like this past year or so, like I feel way more confident, way more like able to do everything that I want to do and express myself the way I want to express myself. And I like everyone should be allowed to do that unless they're hurting people, which I don't think that I am. Like if my eyeshadow is hurting you, then I think that's a different issue.
No, that's.
But yeah, I just don't understand any like obviously and. This is one of my other friends and I were talking about this. Is like if something bothers you and you don't agree with it, just treat the person still with respect because it's not affecting your life in any way. Like I don't agree with someone being an extremist in like any religion, but I'm not going to necessarily like put you down for believing in religion. I might put you down for the things you say to me, but I'm not going to put you down in believing in religion.
Yeah.
Because that's how you go through your life.
I think that, yeah, it's very true. I think that everybody does need to... We're way off topic. way off topic.
What else is new?
You always make everything come to this.
I don't think I was on purpose thing.
I didn't say it was on purpose.
Well, this is my life right now, so... I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think that and this is how I live my life. I'm respectful to everybody. I don't care about the way you look, what you believe in, like who you love. I don't care at all.
Yeah.
As long as you are being a decent human being, then we're good.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're showing me respect, then that's fine. And, like, yeah. And, like, other people respect as well.
Right.
That goes under the decent human being.
Of course.
Category. But, yeah. But I'm also, like, not going around, like, I don't disrespect in my daily language or like jokes or anything. Like there's no part of anything that I do where I am disrespectful to any aspect
of any kind of a human.
Yeah, of anybody. And I think that that's the way that it should be. I think that that's the way that things are going to move forward, because if you're not respecting...
I hope so.
Well, if you're not respecting everyone So, like...
Then you're not really accepting...
Then you're not fully getting it.
Right. Well, that's like when people are like, if all lives matter, then why can't Black Lives Matter, kind of a thing. And it's like, if you do really believe all lives matter, then why aren't you upset more or saying that, what did they do? It's like, even if they were guilty, it's not the cops' right to kill them right off the... You know what I mean? I don't know. And I think that the main issue is just like, if everyone kind of loved themselves more and were happy with themselves more, I think we would have way less issues in the world. And if people like took away all of their like...
Maybe.
Well, way less. I didn't say everything would be perfect. But I think a lot of it comes from like self-hate and like things that you don't see in the world as being right, which, you know, who made you the judge of that? Mel, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah, sure. You can ask me whatever you want. You know that.
This has been bugging me for a really, really long time. Does size matter?
You know who would be perfect for answering that? She's been with like way more people than me. Jacqueline.
Oh, you mean that wannabe drag queen that hosts sex trades?
Yeah. I mean, sex trades with Jacqueline is all trades.
Oh, okay. Well, what if I don't want to tell the whole world my name?
Just use an alias or tell her that it's from Anonymous.
I guess I'll DM her on Instagram at JacquelineO.T, JACKELYNNE.O.T.
You know, you could also email her at mandpafterdark@gmail.com. mandpafterdark@gmail.com.
Thanks, Mel.
No problem.
So anyway, one of my other favorite movies is Silver Linings Playbook, with Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. I don't necessarily agree with her being in it. She's a great actress, but the character is like a 46-year-old lady or something.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood's ageist, they got a 20-year-old to play her. But and it's not like there's a shortage of actors that couldn't have played that character. But, you know, it's still a good movie.
It's a good movie. She did a good job. He did a good job.
Yeah. That one scene outside of the restaurant, or is it theater, always gets me. It's so good. Because it's like, they like go from like it's like 5 or 6 different like emotions in one like line or something, and it's like, what? It was so good. What else? What?
Oh no, just like your love of drama. If there is like a dramatic anything out there, you're like, I love it.
I don't know how to help myself. I feel like...
You don't need to.
No, I know. I just feel like it speaks to me more. I love comedy, don't get me wrong. But I feel like when something... Like, it just...
You like things being overly dramatic.
I grew up in Bollywood.
I don't know what that means because I haven't seen Bollywood.
You should watch them.
But they have like the musical and dance numbers in them, right?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Dance sequences.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that you like actually like named what it was. I was like, oh, am I gonna learn something here?
No. No.
I'm not a big fan of that aspect of it, so I don't know if I could really get into it. I think that's like a thing that like blocks a lot of people
maybe
from enjoying it, because I know that there are a lot of people that don't really get into musicals.
Mm-hmm. A lot of my like my family too, like, will skip the songs. I don't do that because a lot of the times
the songs are important.
Well, not even that. Like, because in Bollywood, most of the time the songs aren't sung by the actual actors.
Yeah.
There's like playback singers. Their actors are just lip syncing, but a lot of the times the story will like there will be little things that happen in between the songs that will be important to the storyline. Like not even necessarily the song. Yeah, but it's like not necessarily the song is important, but like there'll be like a little break where they'll have a conversation.
Okay.
So like it's not necessarily even the song that's important, because the song could just be like about them falling in love, but then in between there'll be like a little break of just like there'll be music in the background of the song, but there'll be like an important story thing that you might miss. I also just like songs, so I don't mind that aspect of it. But that's one of the main reasons that I don't skip the songs, even if I don't like the song, because I think it's like I don't want to miss those things. And I'm one of those people that even if a movie doesn't, like if there's a sequel to a movie that's not, that you don't even have to watch the first one to follow the storyline, I have to watch the first one. I don't know why. It's like a weird, like tiny OCD thing that I have with amongst my other OCD things. Which, by the way, someone was pointing this out to me once, that they were like, "Are you actually OCD? Because if you're not, it's not okay to say." I'm like, I've never been diagnosed, but because of the things that I do and the tendencies that I have, I'm sure there's mild OCD there. But I also haven't been to the doctor at all in like 6 years, so who knows? If I'm like,
oh my God.
I could be dying for all I know.
Yeah. Don't die, Wally.
Do you have a favorite superhero movie? It could be a no.
Do I have a favorite superhero movie? Like, does Indiana Jones count as a superhero? Because I love him.
I don't know, because I've never seen it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, so go and see Indiana Jones.
What is he like? What would his power be?
No, he doesn't have a power.
Oh, okay.
Batman.
Okay.
Batman, pretty much all the Batman movies.
Okay.
Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
I like
Deadpool's a good one. My favorite superhero would probably be the first superhero movie that I ever watched was Spider-Man, the first one, but only the first movie.
Okay.
Like I like the second one. Third one's whatever. It's not even really that great. But the first one is my fave, because that's the one with the upside down kiss, right? That's how I differentiate them.
Yes.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen this.
The Spider-Man kiss.
I know. I did it once or twice with people.
Yes, I know, Wally.
Anyway.
Oh, and I like Ragnarok.
Thor?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, is that a different superhero that I don't know?
That one is really good. I think that...
is that the third one?
I have no idea. I think that Chris Hemsworth really came into his own. They allowed him really explore his comedic timing with that one.
Did he still have long hair in that one? Do you remember?
I don't remember a lot. I remember that he was hot.
See, I only think he's hot with short hair, so...
It was the one where he cut his hair.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
So
I could be wrong.
I think that's
but I'm pretty sure he cut his hair in that one. In the movie. I think he went from having like shoulder length to cut.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, it was really funny.
Okay.
So I think that they gave him a little bit more freedom, and that came through and kind of like made it more the movie what it is. So I enjoyed that one.
I think I've only ever seen the first Thor. I've seen the first Iron Man, and I've seen Avengers.
I love Iron Man
1 and 2.
Robert Downey Jr.
He's
oh my God.
good. Which one is it? Is it him?
Snoring compliments of M.
Getting some ambient noise. It's fine.
I swear we're entertaining.
What else? Yeah, I don't know. There's so many movies in the world.
Yeah,
it's hard to think of them off the bat.
I really like E.T. as well.
I have not seen that one.
I know, Wally. Yeah.
That time I was supposed to watch it, it rained, so they canceled it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the movies in the park.
Yeah, it was like...
That would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one's classic. Everybody should see that. What else do I like? Oh, I love The Green Mile.
Oh, that's another one you made me watch that killed me.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I love it. Michael Clark Duncan. Oh my god. Every once in a while, I forget that he's dead, and then I remember that he's dead, and I'm just like...
Get emotional about it.
Like, you know when that happens every once in a while? Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, he's shaking his head. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I just haven't seen it.
This is what I'm talking about, Wally. You haven't seen anything. Oh my god, you haven't seen Indiana Jones.
Nope.
Shawshank.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I can't handle it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I haven't. I've seen
Yeah, you've seen Jawbreaker.
Okay, so I went through this phase where I would literally go to the library and rent out movies. Or not rent, but no, I know.
Borrow. They have
what?
good movies. You would borrow.
Yes.
From the library.
And I literally base it on nothing else except the cover.
You can tell from the cover that it's gonna be terrible.
Jawbreaker?
Yeah.
I don't think it was like the
over,
worst movie in the world.
Over like.
It was also with
Freddy Got Fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage?
With oh my god, what's her name? I think I chose it because she was in it.
Rebecca Gayheart?
No. Oh my god, what's her name? She's in Charmed, isn't she?
Alyssa Milano? I don't remember who's in this movie.
She's one of the sisters in Charmed, which doesn't help because they're all sisters.
Rose McGowan?
Yes.
Okay.
I chose it because of her.
That's a weird
choice.
Yeah.
Why?
Was it because you saw her in Scream?
I've never seen Scream.
Oh my Jesus.
Is Courtney Cox is also in Scream, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh my god. Wally, you just need to watch movies.
I don't disagree. I have a long list of movies I need to watch.
Is it a list that you have compiled?
It's a mixture.
And is it
okay?
Like, are the people who told you that watching Jawbreaker was a good idea?
No one told me to watch Jawbreaker.
Okay.
I just watched it because I thought it looked good. I got that one at the same time as I got Clueless, so it was in the same area.
Have you seen Final Destination?
Nope.
Okay. That wasn't a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
But like all of the remakes of that, like they're entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
Okay.
We also, when I was in acting school, went and watched it live.
Yeah,
and
I saw that was actually one of the best dates that I have ever been on.
Really?
I went to go and see Rocky Horror.
Nice. Did you guys dress up?
No.
We dressed up.
No, I saw the stage.
Oh, yeah.
The stage version.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times when they do it in like stages, they like tell people to dress up as well.
Not the movie.
No, I know. It was a stage version that I'm talking about. They told us to dress up, so I went as Janet, and I was cold the whole night.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it was like October or something, like Janet Gold. When you guys did that. That's a good movie. Susan Sarandon is amazing. Stepmom. I love Stepmom.
Yeah, you bawl your eyes out in that
I
one.
did.
I don't even need to, like...
I definitely did. And then there's a Bollywood kind of remake of it, that's inspired by Stepmom. That also kills me. But yeah, that one's a good one. I can't remember the name of the Bollywood one right now. Oh, We Are Family. That's what it's called. Which is an English name, so I don't have to translate it. What else?
What about like a kids movie?
Oh, like a Disney Channel or something like that?
Well, it doesn't have to be Disney.
Yeah. Smart House.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Disney Channel movie. And I don't know how long ago it was made, but it was like... It's kind of old. And the house is like... falls in love with the dad, basically.
Oh, okay.
And so like any kind of like date he has or whatever, she like... The house is a she, I assume, messes it up for him. And it's hilarious. Also, obviously, Home Alone.
Mm-hmm. Home Alone's like...
Only the first two, though.
Christmas movie.
Yeah. It's one of those that like you should probably watch every Christmas.
Yeah.
I missed watching it last Christmas, but every other Christmas that I've celebrated, I've seen it. Baby's Day Out.
No idea.
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
I don't think so.
It's... Oh, my God. It's so good. It's literally about this baby that gets out and is, like, in New York, just exploring the city.
It's like Home Alone, but a baby.
Basically. And very similar because there's, like, these people that are, like, trying to kidnap him or whatever. And, like, he's, like... The baby's, like, moving and, like, doing random things that makes them, like, hurt themselves. And not actually, obviously, planning to because it's a baby. And there's this one scene where the baby gets stuck in a revolving door. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. We need to watch that one day.
Okay.
We'll make a day of it.
You need to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit because that sounds a lot like what happens with Baby Herman.
I don't know who that is.
I know. That's why I said you need to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Is that the?
It's a good movie.
Is that the one with Jessica Rabbit too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's a classic.
I have never seen it, but I've definitely heard.
Yeah, because it's a classic.
Good. And then another, like, I guess, teen kidney or kidney. What am I saying? Kids Disney or teen movie would be Twitches. I like.
I don't know what that is.
It's what Twin Witches.
It made me think of Hocus Pocus, and then I got
that
excited.
I've seen too.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Halloween, the Disney Halloweens. Have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
It's like, or sorry, not Halloween. Halloween Town.
Nope.
It's a town that it's Halloween all year round.
Nope. I have not.
Which he would probably love if it wasn't childish.
Yeah.
If it was Halloween all year round.
So, Drop Dead Fred. Little Monsters. I think that is the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
It has Fred Savage in it.
Okay.
And yeah, Hocus Pocus. Now I've just added those to my Halloween
list.
Yeah.
What about?
Although Drop Dead Fred, you can watch anytime.
Do you have a favorite animated movie?
Yeah. I have a few. Like if we're going my old all-time favorites, I would say Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid.
Okay.
And Anastasia are
Anastasia
up there.
is probably my favorite out of all of those.
With like Bartok and Dimitri is so hot. Okay, and then if we're just gonna like talk hot Disney people or
Flynn Rider.
Anastasia, yes, Flynn Rider.
Was that where you were going?
Oh my god, yes it was. Flynn Rider. Oh my god, I love him.
Zachary who played Zachary Levi?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it made me love him. And then Em went and like did a movie with him and met him, and I didn't get to meet him, and then I don't know why I'm still with him. Totally joking.
Did you guys watch that movie? Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shazam?
Yeah, I haven't seen it
awesome.
yet. I haven't seen it. I want
I
to.
really enjoyed that.
But yeah, animated.
And it
animated.
has yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Keep first. But I will say, kind of like watching things now with Dash,
Mm-hmm.
I really love the How to Train Your Dragon series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I actually really, really do.
The series or the movie series?
The movie series.
Okay.
Like,
There's also the TV series or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like those as much.
Yeah. Is it the same cast?
They got some of the people back,
But it's
not
not
all of them. Like Kristen Wiig, I don't think came back, and Jonah Hill didn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got America Ferrera though.
Okay.
And they might have even gotten what's his name, Jay Burchell, or something similar to that.
Jay Burchell?
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, like, I love that story.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about it, and it's such a wonderful
lesson.
Like, no,
for
it's such a wonderful series because it shows people who are like who are like amputees
Okay.
in such a positive and empowering way without really placing any kind of like emphasis on it.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because like you don't notice
Right.
at all.
That's awesome.
Like the dragon.
Toothless?
Yeah,
I remember now.
I know.
That was the first time I'd seen it last week.
He got the tail
Mm-hmm.
fin cut off, and then at the end of the first movie, Hiccup, the main character, he gets that same left
Oh, that's so cute.
like leg, like below the knee.
Like
He loses it, and then he walks around with like
prosthetic?
with a prosthetic. And there's just like that one moment where he wakes up after being hurt, and he's like, and he notices it, and then he's like, and then he just like gets up and tries to walk, and Toothless helps him to the door, and it like that's pretty much the only time that they ever
even like mention it or whatever.
Yeah, and then he's just like running around and doing all these things and like living a completely
normal life.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
Normal, like happy.
That's so sad, but also so cute because it's like the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad and cute. Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen it last week.
Yeah, a lot of people in that series have lost limbs.
Also, such a good like movie for like people to just realize that we shouldn't be a-holes.
Yes.
It's a great lesson, but.
Oh man, if you watch the whole series, there are 3 movies. If you watch all of them back to back, you would probably be crying in some of them.
Well, I'm sure. That almost made me cry when you were explaining that part. So.
You watched it.
I don't remember. I don't think I finished it. I left before you guys fully finished it, didn't I?
You saw the end of the movie.
I don't remember.
You just don't pay attention.
That is not true. I'm pretty sure I was playing with Dash.
You might have gone to like the washroom or something at the end. But I'm
maybe
because
I did
you
change.
Were there.
I don't remember seeing him lose his leg and
you never see him lose his leg because it's a kids movie. He just like wakes up and doesn't have one.
I don't remember seeing that. I remember the really sad part where Toothless is holding like him and his dad thinks he's dead.
Yeah.
And that's so sad. And then he like lifts his wing and he's there.
Yeah. Oh, stoic.
Is that the dad?
Yeah. Oh, especially in the second movie. Yep. I love him.
Maybe
I love him. And then in the third movie, I love him.
So you just love him?
I love him.
Yeah, I haven't.
Glauber's great.
That was the first time I'd seen it. So next time maybe we'll do a marathon.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I'll do that.
I call them marathons. I say a lot of words weirdly.
That's fine.
Like Parmesan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Parmesan.
Oh, okay. If you know the right way to say it, then why are you saying?
Because it just sounds funny.
You're weird.
I don't say it to like people like that I don't need to say it to. You know what I mean? Like I don't say it at restaurants to like customers because that would just be weird, and they'd think that I'm just not smart. But yeah, I think that was fun.
You think that was fun? Cool. I'm glad you think it was fun, Wally.
Oh gosh. No, like that was a fun episode.
Yeah.
I love talking about movies. We could do this another time for movies that you make me watch and get my reactions. Anyway, let's. I think that's pretty much good for that episode. Let's.
Our game.
Our game.
Fun little game. What are you gonna pick?
F, marry, kill.
Oh my god.
I chose an easy thing.
I'm
I think it's not as hard as yours.
Okay.
I don't think. So my theme for this one was the Golden Girls.
Okay.
So
I need to remember them.
Blanche, Sophia, or Rose.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm probably gonna get like a lot of like.
Flack.
Yeah, there are a lot of Sophia lovers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I'm separating here. Need to clarify. I'm killing Rose.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Sophia. And I'm gonna F Blanche because damn, she's hot and she's fun.
I did not think that you were gonna go that route.
Yeah, I know.
Especially because you started off what you were saying.
I know. I thought about, but then I was just like, you know, Rose is just too good. Like, do you want to be married to somebody that good forever? Like, Sophia's got a little bit of like.
Mm-hmm.
She has a little bit of spice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I would.
But love Betty White.
Oh yeah, Betty White's amazing. She's also like a bombshell. Like what? Anyway, I would marry Blanche because I think we'd have so much fun together. I would F Rose, and I would kill Sophia.
I knew that Sophia was going to get killed somewhere in there.
I just don't think that I could handle that. Like, she's hilarious, but I don't necessarily want that energy in my marriage.
But she has a good energy,
no, I know.
too.
Yeah, she does.
That was one of the shows where they talked about, I forget who it was, somebody being gay.
I don't remember.
For the very first time, and I think that it was, I could be wrong, because I'm like going out of my very, very, very vague memory.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I've seen it too.
I think that it was Blanche who was sort of like having a slight issue with it, and then Sophia was the one who spoke up about it.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, what are you talking about? He should be able to like love whoever he wants.
Aw, that's cute. And then they also like a scene resurfaced recently about the like the show just being ahead of its time as well with the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever too. The episode with John Cheadle, I don't know if you remember that one, where I think it was Blanche who has like the Confederate flag up, and Don Cheadle's just like, I can't be here and support this and whatever at like it was like a party or a restaurant that she was at. And she was like, well, it's part of my history or whatever. with her southern accent.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you don't know what it actually represents if you think that it's a good thing. So anyway, it was like
That was Don Cheadle?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so sexy. I just think of him in like...
Iron Man?
No.
Oh.
I think of him in Ocean's 11.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah.
Have you seen Ocean's...
No. The
8?
female version? No.
That's the only one that I've seen. Because it's the only one that's on Netflix. Well, that's not true. Ocean's 13 and 12 are on Netflix, but Ocean's 11 is not. So in my mind, I can't watch the other two if I haven't seen 11.
Wally.
But yeah, he is very sexy.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
No, neither.
Have you seen the new one?
As I said, neither.
Okay.
No, I
well,
haven't seen either.
there's more than one.
Oh, is there 2 or 3 of the OG?
2.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. No, I have not seen it. There's a lot I haven't seen. I don't know why you act surprised anymore.
Well, sometimes it's surprising.
Okay. And then it's surprising that the movies that I have seen, you're like, how have you seen this and not all this other stuff? Gabby says the same thing all the time. Anyway, that was that. I think that is it for this episode.
Yep. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Do all the things as always. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. Tell us what your favorite movies are.
I would love to know what your favorite movies are. I would also love to know which cartoon characters
you thought were really hot,
are the hottest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could do an entire show on that.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah.
just talking about hot cartoon
Agreed.
characters. Oh my god.
We should definitely do that. Well, have a good one. We'll catch you in the next one.
Yes. Goodbye, Al.
Bye.